Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be giving you the solutions for this homework, which was volume of a prisms, ditto number 8829. I'm going to go through the ones that you requested on my Google Forms survey. Okay, so the first one is number 3. So number 3 is here. Okay, we have a right triangular prism. Okay, it's a right triangle because you have a right angle, of course. Um, you have um, a right angle, a right triangle as its base, okay, and then uh, its height is 6. So the volume equals the area of the base times the height. Okay, so the base is the right triangle, so its area is 1/2 its base times the height, and then times the height of the prism. Okay, so since it's a right triangle, either leg can be the base and the other leg will be the height. So if I say the base of the right triangle is 4, that means the height is going to be 8. Okay, so that's the area. That's the area of the triangle, and then times the height, which is 6. Okay, so I got 1/2 4 times 8 times 6. Well, um, 4 times 8 is 32. Okay, half of that is 16. 16 times 6 is 96 cubic centimeters. Okay, so that's that one. So that's number 3. Next one is number 5, which is basically the same question, okay, with just different numbers. This is a right triangular prism, okay? So 1/2 its base, 4 times 3, 1/2 its base times its height, that's the area of the triangle, and then the height of the prism is this 8 inches right here. Okay, so this is 4 times 3 is 12, half of that is 6, times 8 is 48. So that's how we get 48 for that one. Okay, next one that people asked me to go over was number 6. Okay, cardboard box we know is just a a rectangular prism, looks like this. Okay, we know the volume is the length times the width times the height. That's the area of the base is the length times the width. Looks like that. That's the area of the base. Okay, and then times the height. So it's just the product of these two things. X minus 2 times x plus 1 times 2x, which is that one. Okay, that was number 6. Okay, now number 7. Okay, 96-inch wire cut into equal segments and welded into the form of a cube. Okay, so the cube looks like this. Okay, so each edge of that cube is going to be made up of wire. Okay, so it looks like this, and these are the edges that you can't really see that are in the kind of the back edges. All right, so how many total edges are there on this cube? Think about that. Okay, well the square base has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the bottom square, and then we've got the top square base, which has 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And then there's 4 edges along the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, for a total of 12 edges. Okay, we've got a total of 96 inches of wire. So 96 divided by 12, that's going to give us the length of one of those edges. Okay, and since it's a cube, it's length times width times height. They're all the same. Okay, so that's that length cubed. Okay, so we get this for our answer. Okay, so that was that one. Okay, so the next one that you asked me to go over was let's see, number 10. Okay, now that's this one. Now there's a lot going on here. Okay, um, we've got the big box truck. Okay, which is the big rectangular prism, and then it says this shelf in here, this piece takes up some space. So we need to calculate the bigger one minus the smaller one. All right. So I'm going to switch to some blank paper, but first look at this. This length here is the 18 plus the 2. This entire length is 20. Okay. The width of the box truck is 8 over here, and then the height over here is 9. So its volume is 20 times 8 times 9. So the big box equals 9 times 8 times 20, which is going to give us 1440. So that's 1440 cubic feet, the entire truck. Okay, then minus this smaller box here, which has dimensions of 2 by 6 by 8. Okay, this distance is 8. It's the same thing as that distance there. Okay, so 2 times 6 times 8. Okay, the small box is 2 times 6 times 8. Okay, well, of course, 2 times 6 is 12. 12 times 8 is 96. Okay, so 1440 minus the 96 gives us the 1344? This number right here, 1344. Okay, so that's number 10. Okay, number 11 is exactly like number 5. Go back and look at number 5 because that's got a right triangular base, okay, with legs of 3 and 4, except that one had a height, I think, of 8. This one has a height of 15. Okay, so this would be 1/2 3 times 4. That's the area of the base, the triangular base, and then times 15 gives you the volume of that right triangular prism. Okay, now for this one, it's a trapezoidal prism. Okay, so refresh your memory about the area of a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid is 1/2. It looks kind of like the triangle formula, but it's the sum of the bases. 1/2 the sum of the bases times the height of the trapezoid. So in this case, the two bases are here. This one is 3, and then this one, okay, is given down here. Okay, that's 5. So it's 3 plus 5. And then the height of the trapezoid is this 2. See how it's measured perpendicular to the base that measures the height of the trapezoid. So we get 1/2 times 8 times 2 is going to give me 8. That's the area of that trapezoidal base. Okay, so the volume of the entire prism is going to be the area of that base times its height. Okay, well, the area of the base is 8. We just calculated that, times the height, which is here, times 12. Gives you 96 cubic feet. Okay, and that's it. That's it for that homework. All right, so I hope that answers all your questions.